Let's look inside the papers. Ben Cope is a political commentator with Young Voices UK. Ben, very good morning.
Hi, Rosie. Thanks for having me on the show.
Shall we start with the ridiculous, the Daily Star, that says, let them eat turnips? Are you struggling with a shortage of your tomatoes, lettuce and cucumber?
But personally, I'm not. But I've read a lot of these stories that there do seem to be big shortages of certain fresh fruit and veg in UK supermarkets. Supposedly, it's caused by weather disruption in some of the countries where these products are being produced, like Morocco. Also caused by high energy prices. So some supermarkets are feeling the need to limit the number that they can sell.
Ben, can you just try for me, really sorry to interrupt you, just to speak right into the microphone because you're drifting on and off a little bit. This is the Environment Secretary who said, just eat seasonal vegetables, have your turnips instead. Are you tempted by a turnip?
Personally, not. I've always found them not the most flavoursome of veg. So no, I'm not sure I'll be taking advice on that one.
I think actually they've got too much flavour. That's the thing that would sort of put me off. I'd prefer something, I don't know, I do like flavoursome things. Maybe a sprout would be better instead. Let's talk about the Labour Party if we can. Lots of the papers have got this. Keir Starmer setting out his very fantastic, and if he can achieve them all, fantastic missions. What kind of reception have they had?
So I thought generally pretty well, although I think some people have criticised them for being too vague. Starmer often gets criticised for not going into enough detail of what he stands for, what his vision is. But I think we're going to be hearing an awful lot of these five mission statements over the next 18 months or so. So yes, if we don't like them now, I'm not sure how much we'll like them at the end of this.
Do you think he was a little light on detail?
Personally, not. I think this kind of approach suits him just fine. I think, given where the Conservatives are, the whole accusation of a broken Britain, I don't think Starmer needs to come to the table yet with solid policy proposals. I think he just needs to show that he's competent, he's leading a competent party, and hopefully that will be enough for him.
Yeah, well, he certainly will be hoping that. We have learnt, though, haven't we? It isn't a done deal that Labour will win the next general election. We've made many assumptions of late, and many of them have turned out to be wrong.
For sure, yeah, it's not over till it's over, and I'm sure Starmer will be very keen on keeping that discipline, to that sort of ruthlessness to win, certainly.
Now, this story about Roald Dahl is not going away. Lots of people think, no, it's right, it was out of date, and therefore the sensitivity readers were correct in updating the script. But now the Queen's joined in. The Queen Consort appeared to criticise the changes made to the Roald Dahl's books yesterday, as she urged authors to resist curbs on freedom of expression. What did you make of her comments?
Yes, I think while we do have to say appeared, I think that the timing of this and the fact she said enough said at the end of it, I think strongly suggests she's making her opinions known on this topic. I'm always a bit wary of when a member of our supposedly neutral royal family weighs into particularly a live cultural wars issue. We'll see how this plays out for her.
Is this an issue maybe that she thinks is important enough that she'll say, when it comes to freedom of expression, authors resist curbs on your words?
Yes, suppose. Well, I presume she has felt it important enough to make an intervention. I think. Just on the issue of this, I think there's a good case for updating texts and making changes so they can reach new audiences, new generations. But I think people have problems with permanent changes. So when you can't get the original copy, I think it's that sense of erasure that people get very uncomfortable with.
Yeah, I think that probably is a point that there is less of the discussion and the debate over. It's more about sort of changing those copies and those much loved stories that were written, we have to say, in a different time. Let's just mention finally, there's a story in the Telegraph here about police being able to refuse mental health call-outs. What's going on here?
Yeah, it was a really interesting one. So the background is, as with a lot of sort of frontline public servants, that police spend an awful lot of time dealing with issues that aren't their primary responsibility, in this case mental health. I was pretty shocked to read that up to 30% of their time can be spent dealing with people's mental health issues. So our government has greenlit a trial from Humberside Police to be expanded nationwide, where hopefully police will be able to hand over people suffering from mental health staff. I think the key issue here will be how is that actually delivered? Whether will there be more funding for health services? Because at the moment it seems like a good idea. How are you going to do it?
Exactly, about the delivery. Ben, thank you very much. Ben Cope, political commentator with Young Voices UK. It's been great to have you on the programme.